In this video, I'm going to offer you an explanation of harmonizing Happy Birthday in the key of F major. On the piano proficiency exam, I believe you should be prepared, according to the test, you should be prepared to harmonize it in both F major and G major. But for our purposes today, we're going to look at it in F major. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the melody already, which I'm sure you are, it goes like this. This melody is in 3/4 and it has a pickup note. With this melody and with many of the other melodies which you're required to harmonize for the piano proficiency exam, the harmony will change pretty much with every measure. For example, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. The same goes with Keys of Canterbury once you come to harmonizing that one. So my left hand is changing chords pretty much with the measure. There may be a few cases where there's an exception, but this is just a generalization. So for the left hand, we're going to be using some of the chords which you've likely already learned in class. The 1 chord, the 4 chord, which is inverted, a 6/4 inversion, back to 1 like this. Some inversions of 5/7, which look like this, and this one. And I'll explain the difference between these two once we get to a particular part in Happy Birthday. So let's go phrase by phrase and work our way through this. So our first phrase begins like this. With most songs, we begin on tonic, which is our 1 chord. Since our phrase comes to rest on a leading tone, we know we're going to play some version of dominant, or the 5 chord. Because E is our leading tone, perhaps Dr. Bogner has said in your class, don't double the leading tone. That's just one of our silly voice leading rules that we have to follow. In the key of F major, E is our leading tone because it wants to lead back to Do, like that. So in our left-hand chord, we don't want to play E. So we're going to choose this particular inversion of our 5/7 chord. So far we have our next phrase is going to do the exact opposite. It's going to go from 5 back to 1. And this is one instance where you can use the other version of 5/7. So we've gone from 1 to 5 and 5 to 1. Our next phrase, where we jump the octave, maintains this tonic. This phrase introduces a new sonority, our predominant. So for this, we'll use the 4 chord. And then we close it off with a 1 chord, a 5 chord, and 1. So let's go over that one more time. Phrase coming to rest on D, which is in our predominant chord. 1, 5, 1. Hopefully this helps you out a little bit. Altogether, it sounds like this. Keep in mind you don't have to use my exact fingerings for the right hand part. I would consult Dr. Bogner for that. But that is an overview of how to harmonize Happy Birthday. If you have any questions or would like to set up an appointment with me, you can email me at joel.stoppenhagen@valpo.edu.